Welcome back to our channel once again. We are the gatekeepers. I am Emoli Edu.
At Dennis Keton.
Yes, guys, it's the Premier League. Remember, we are the gatekeepers. We are found on YouTube and all the other podcast platforms. You can find us on Amazon, Spotify. Guys, we're just everywhere. Everywhere you can access the gatekeeper. So, guys, we are back into the Premier League. We are heading to game week 8. And speaking of game week 8, guys, you can check our previous videos. We brought you the Champions League games for our played, so you can check our previous videos. The link and everything, you can find it on our bio, right?
Correct.
Definitely. So on to game week 8. If there are any breaking news, we will notify you as the show goes on. So Saturday, 7th of October, early kickoff, we have Luton Town playing against Spurs. Just to remind you, Luton won last time. They won 2-1. It was their first win of the season. Playing against Spurs, who won on a controversial match against Liverpool. But either way, Klopp said there was supposed to be some replay, but I don't think so. But either way, an early kickoff, Luton at home welcoming Tottenham Hotspur officially.
Luton won, and congratulations to them for getting the first win of the season. It was a nice one. So as they're going to be facing, of course, Tottenham, let's not even lie to ourselves. Tottenham are currently on fire. Now 2 teams are remaining which have not been beaten. This is Tottenham and Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
So Tottenham are being impressive of late, regardless of the controversy which happened between them and Liverpool. All factors remaining constant, Tottenham are good. Son seems to be a guy reborn. He's doing the most. Richarlison coming from the bench and doing what he does best. Pedro Porro and of course the defense line pushing as much as they can. So I feel like Tottenham is a team that we all need to start preparing to be afraid of them, because their new coach is doing, he's called, give me the name of that coach,
Ange Postecoglou.
He's doing everything correct. So this is a game whereby, let me not lie to Luton, Tottenham are coming to bag 3 points, and this will be a 3-0 win for Tottenham.
Well, me, I'm going with 5-2. Favor of Tottenham, because of course these boys, you know how they're playing, right?
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. Burnley will be playing against Chelsea. The match will be at exactly 5.
Burnley had a double game week. The last match they played against Luton, they won by 2-1. So they will be at home welcoming Chelsea. Chelsea, on the other hand, they played on Monday, and in match week 6, they won by 2-0. For the first time, Modric won, but scored a goal, but he's suffering from an injury right now. So all the best, Modric. Hopefully you return soon. It was not that major, so we are hoping to see him soonest possible. And of course, Modric, and who scored again? It was
Nicolas.
It was a good show. So that was great. So as these 2 teams are going to meet, I feel like Chelsea will want to continue where they left. They played literally well in the first half. In the second half, they kind of relaxed, and Fulham actually brought the game to them. So I feel like if Chelsea can maintain that positivity, they can be able to stop Burnley, and they will be able to bag in some points. So I'm going with Chelsea to actually win this match by 3-1.
Well, the fruits are now beginning to show up. So same to me, I'm going with Chelsea to win this game by at least with a margin of 2-1. Let me see. So the next match, Everton, who lost to Luton, playing against Bournemouth, who lost to Arsenal by 4-0. Everton will be at home. They will be looking to bounce back, playing against Bournemouth. This one, guys, I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
Bournemouth lost by 4-0 against Arsenal. On the other hand, Everton also lost. So this will be a tricky game. Everton is unpredictable. They are so unpredictable. So I think this one I'm going with Bournemouth to win away. Bournemouth has a way of pulling some surprises. 1-0 for me.
Well, the next match, Fulham will be playing against Sheffield. Fulham lost 2-0 to Chelsea. On the other hand, Brentford lost.
They drew.
Yeah, they drew. So this one, since Fulham will be at home, losing to Chelsea, they lost 2-0. Playing against against Sheffield. Allow me to go with Fulham, guys. So Fulham, this game, I'm expecting them to bounce back from the defeat from the Blues. So Fulham, I'm giving you 3 goals more.
I'm also favoring Fulham to win this game. Fulham should be full of themselves in this match. So Fulham to be able to win by 2-1.
Another headache, Manchester United at home playing against Brentford.
Brentford. This is a big game. This is a big game, guys, by the way. It's not an easy game for Manchester United. Where will be the game at?
Old Trafford.
Again?
Yes.
You guys are having very many matches at Old Trafford. So Manchester United are not having a good time at Old Trafford of late. They have lost like 3 times at Old Trafford right now. Recently, Manchester United played in the Champions League and they lost by 3 goals to 2 to Galatasaray. On the other hand, Brentford drew against Sheffield in match week 6. So both of them, they are coming into this game wanting to bag in points. The question is who needs it the most? Definitely, that answer is clear as day and night. Manchester United needs it the most, especially for the fans and also for the management of Manchester United. So having said that, I feel like Brentford duo, this is Mbeumo and Wissa, they have also gone some matches without scoring, and you know it's not their usual habit. So I feel like they'll be using this Manchester United game to be able to revise their goal scoring threats. On the other hand, Manchester United will be wanting to finish this game as early as possible because they have a point to prove. They are playing well, but they're not bagging results, so they need to showcase that result. So having said that, I feel like this is going to be a game or a match for the equals, and I'm seeing a 2-2 draw.
Manchester United will be at home and playing against the Bees. The Bees also, they don't have a good run, but Manchester United, actually, we don't know. We're not surprised if Brentford wins this game, actually. So I'm going with a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw, that means Brentford you'll miss a lot of chances. So I'm going with 2-2 in favor of nobody. Crystal Palace against Nottingham Forest. Palace won, Forest drew against Brentford. So Crystal Palace won 1-0 against Manchester United. And since they will be at home, I'm expecting them to be beaten by Nottingham Forest. So Nottingham Forest, this one is on you. Nottingham Forest win this game, but a margin of course 2-1.
Crystal Palace played a very good game against Manchester United. When I say a good game, that means defensively. So they defended very well collectively as a unit against Manchester United. So I feel like that 1-0 win against Manchester United actually catapulted them or motivated them to actually face other teams in a confident manner. So if they're going to meet Elanga and of course Taiwo, I feel like they need to be good in terms of their defense, because you know what Taiwo can do, and of course Chelsea boy Mr. Hudson-Odoi, what they can do. So this is a match which will be difficult, but on the other hand, I feel like Crystal Palace will emerge. Crystal Palace will emerge victorious. So give Crystal a chance to win by 3-2. Goals will be there.
Kazi ipo. Westham will be welcoming the famous Newcastle. the honorable Newcastle.
I think let's start by first of all saying congratulations to Newcastle. They're doing us proud in the Champions League, in the European League. They're doing very well. They did the impossible, what people didn't think was possible. They won against Mancity and eliminated them. Then they came in and confirmed that it was not by mere luck, it was out of preparation and good play. They played against PSG at St. James Park and they thrashed them. They devoured them. They divided them apart by scoring 4 goals to 1. It was a mouth-watering game. If you watched it, we can tell you that wherever we watched it, it was worth watching.
These people, don't worry. Me, I actually believed in them from the start. Yeah, I believed in Newcastle actually.
So I feel like Newcastle playing West Ham, these are two good games, two good teams meeting. I will not underrate West Ham because they have started the season in a high. They are playing very well, they're scoring goals. Bowen, Susek, of course, and of course Antonio, they are doing the most, and of course Mr. WordPress. So you don't want to underestimate this team. On the other hand, Newcastle are coming into this game motivated and believing that they can achieve any results that they want if they put their mind in it and if they fight it. So this is a match whereby allow me to give Newcastle to win it. 3-2.
Brighton will be playing against Liverpool. Brighton will be at home. Brighton lost marginally by very, very many goals, which was quite surprising because coming into that match, they had won previously against Manchester United, then coming back to being thrashed 6 goals. Of course, De Zerbi must be very furious, very angry. Coming against Liverpool, who feel like they were robbed. So this one is going to be a match of very many points to prove.
Sure.
So this one, guys, allow me to go with the Brighton. Brighton, we can agree, they know very well how to fight against the top clubs, which of course made them, they're one of the top according to me because they have been consistent. So this one is either I go with a 2-2 draw or I give Brighton the heads. So let me go with a 2-2 draw.
Wow, this is a big game according to me, considering having watched all these teams playing. So this is a big game. Brighton surprised the world in match week 6 by losing by 6 goals to 1. And,
big clubs don't do that.
We never expected that, but this is Premier League. You don't underestimate anyone. You snooze, you lose. So Oli Watkins got a hat-trick out of them, and it was a fair game, though they lost. So I feel like they will be coming into this match seeking some solace or wanting to get some points from it, having not performed well. But on the other hand, Klopp boys also felt that they were denied a point because of a controversial VAR appeal, which never came to happen. Luis Diaz scored a goal, which afterwards we are being told that it was a goal, but within the game, VAR never intervened, and that's actually a low blow to the FA and also the VAR community. They need to be fair and they need to actually act accordingly whenever it's supposed to happen. So yes, a mistake happened, but at the end of the day, we have to move on. But moving on dictates that corrections must be made, and we need to move forward, having known that these referees will be acting proper. In fact, the referee has been banned from refereeing any Liverpool game this season, so he will not be seeing any match against Liverpool, overseeing any match against Liverpool. So having said that, with many words, I feel like Liverpool will be in this game to prove a certain point from them. So this is a match which will be interesting. Where will be the game played? Amnex.
Yes.
So that makes it even trickier. So I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Though Brighton might. There's a slim chance Brighton might win because Liverpool have 2 red cards, I think.
Brighton, I agree. You know, Brighton is a very crazy team. It can bounce back with anyone. So I won't be surprised.
Definitely. Now, you will be more surprised because the next match is a match of famous people. They did some famous things. Wolves managed to beat Mancity last time, playing against Aston Villa, who thrashed Brighton 6 goals to 1. So it's a match of legends. Wolves will be at home playing against Aston Villa, who are currently on fire. Oli Watkins has just risen. Well, this game I feel like lengthwise or the strength-wise, I feel like Aston Villa are more organized than this team. So I'm going with Villa to win this game by at least 4-1.
Allow me to mention one thing before I give you my predictions. Congratulations to Wolves for winning against Man City.
That team is hard to play against.
They gave in a spirited fight, and actually it was good for Premier League. You know, Man City, we always wonder who will stop Man City, and then came Wolves. Wolves decided to stop the Citizens. So
they could have scored more.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You did well. We appreciate. On behalf of other teams from Premier League, receive our thanks. Huh?
Next time, same results. Drinks on me. Drinks on me.
Wolves did well. So, but the problem I have with such teams is they always display a very impressive game against a big team. Produce a good result against big team, but now when they come and face their equals, they never display such a game. That's the only worry I always have. So in this game, trust you me, it's going to be different. Yes, they should be motivated because they are home and they won a big game, but as they are facing Villa is a team which has been also on the rise. So I feel like this will be a game where I'm also favoring Villa to win by 2-1.
Well, the following match will be played at Emirates Stadium. So Arsenal will be welcoming Manchester City.
Arsenal playing against Man City. Man City has Actually, Arsenal has gone like 3 or 4 or 5 games straight without winning
Against City.
the Citizens. Yeah? So the Citizens always enjoy playing against Man City. It's always a game whereby we say the student meets the teacher. So the student has always been trying to outshine the teacher, but up to now, the master has always outshined the student. So Pep coming to this game after winning the Champions game against RB Leipzig, and Alvarez being impressive after coming in from the bench. So also Foden scored in that match. So this is a game whereby I feel like it will be a good match to watch, considering that Arsenal are unbeaten. Man City got their first loss. Currently on the table, Man City are still position 1 point ahead or in front of Arsenal. So Arsenal needs to win this game to actually overturn the table if they can. Man City, on the other hand, needs to win to continue with a gap on top of the table. So having said that, I don't know, what do you think, Pogba, about this match?
Well, this one is going to be another match where they are both disadvantaged. City, they lack De Bruyne. De Bruyne, of course, is very fond of scoring against Arsenal.
Sure.
They really hate him. That's just the reality. On the other side, Arsenal, this one narrows down to Arteta. Arteta has been overplaying Bukayo. Bukayo, in the Champions League, he got off again with it was a knee injury. And you could see the struggles all through the match. So I don't know if he will be fit to play, but in case he is, he's not that well fit. So I think they have a disadvantage when it comes to that part. Actually, it's Martinelli, and Bukayo is kind of doubtful. On the other hand, is Rodri back?
No, not yet.
Man City are lacking Rodri and De Bruyne, who are very, 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 very influential when it comes to this game. So I feel like they're both disadvantaged at some point. So it will depend on the brilliance or the individual brilliance of the certain players.
Okay, so I think today we are not even going to dwell so much on this, because we know that it's going to be a very emotional game and a game full of everyone. It's anyone's game to win. The adrenaline will be up there, and everybody will be giving their 100 to be able to win or to get points, because any point here matters. So Emirates Stadium is a place whereby Arsenal always try to display their best and their all. So as the citizens will be coming here with one loss in their name, so I feel like they will want to not continue with that losing streak, 2 losses in a row. They will want to actually prove a point. On the other hand, I think that the student has actually done a lot of homework, having lost many times. I think he has losing many times only means that Arteta has learned 4 different ways of how not to play against Pep. So if he's a wise man, he should have made corrections here and there. So that means that coming to this match, I'm looking for a 2-2 draw. Pogba. Haaland is not Haaland currently. He's not scoring the many goals which we are used to.
Yeah, he's now Hodgland.
But you should not
sleep on this.
You should not actually undermine him, because he pounces when you least expect.
With 4 goals at once.
So I feel like I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
That was what was in my mind. Actually, I was to say after this game, the only team that will remain unbeaten will only be Tottenham, but I think I've changed my mind. So I'm going with a 2-2 draw. So 2-2 draw in favor of nobody.
So I think that should be it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So that is match week 7.
8,
Premier League matches. So thank you for keeping it up with us. We are the people who will be doing that to you. So let's continue enjoying football. As Premier League will be continuing, Kenya Premier League also will be continuing, Mashemeji will be continuing. So let's do